Esoteric Entity just made a 50-minute long video about me that's full of shit. Oh my god. I'll debunk it all here, but, you know, the original video will be in the description box so you can watch it yourself, so you know I'm not taking anything out of context. Which you know he does. Which is the thing that he's completely guilty of. So is Filthy. But anyways, okay, let me provide as quickly as possible the context. There's this guy named Operation Anarchism, aka Operation Bluism. He is going to expose supposed left-wingers who running a doxing server. And supposedly they're the ones who false flagged my channel. Filthy Heretic and Esoteric Entity, who used to be my friends, wanted me to join. I quickly told them that Operation Anarchism, the guy who's dropping the information, isn't trustworthy. And he also has a doxing server of his own. And he tried doxing me on it. Tried doxing me. He didn't dox me, he tried. There's that word, tried. Esoteric Entity doesn't understand it, which you'll find out later. But more on that later. Anywho, he also tried false flagging my channel. Actually, he did! So, to sum it up, Esoteric Entity and Filthy Heretic are going to team up with the commie, who is known to have a doxing server, who is known to false flag channels, and is going to expose a doxing server who false flags channels. Doesn't that seem a little stupid? Doesn't that seem like a little flawed? And can't you see why, since what this guy has done to me personally, I wouldn't want to interact with Esoteric Entity and Filthy Heretic after that? And when I told him, hey, look, it's either him or me, it's a choice, not an ultimatum. Life's filled with choices, just get over it. He freaked the freak out, and then he said, Mr. Dapperton's no longer relevant, we need to purge him from the community. And everybody else is just like, huh, Mr. Dapperton is losing viewership, and I guess that makes him irrelevant. And I'm just like, how is any of this relevant? What the fuck does that have? That's a goalpost move. This is about Blue, not my channel. And it's funny, when Filthy Heretic, Esoteric Entity, Executioner, and Voluntarist Consumer, all of them who have turned their backs on me because of this, when their channels were cruddy, did I try to purge them from the community? No, I helped them out. So what kind of friends are these? The ones where they try to purge you from the community as soon as you lose a little viewership, even though you're the one who built up each of their channels up by yourself. That is fucking incredibly stupid. Oh, and here's the proof. Here's the copyright strike when he tried false flagging my channel. They claim that he didn't try doxing me. Whatever, he still false flagged my channel if that's the case. And that's worse. That's the main point. Is that he tried to take it down my channel for no fucking reason. False flagging channels is terrible. So they keep ignoring this. You'll never hear them talk about this. That is the main complaint of what he's done to me. Why do you keep ignoring it? Here's Operation Anarchism talking to my friend Shiny. Talk to some sense into your friend. He has a family, a life, a responsibility. He does not need the legal trouble. Bye. Threatening my fucking family. Good job, dude. Faked legal documents. There's even spelling mistakes, and he tells them to call the person directly instead of going through the agency itself, which is unprofessional. Nobody does that. Also, did I mention that he said that his lawyer was on Discord? Like his lawyer was defending him on Discord. What the fuck? I mean, that's really weird, isn't it? I mean, that's not very likely. And it was also weird that all the spelling mistakes that he usually makes, his lawyer was also making. But the point is, he's untrustworthy, right? And any evidence he drops on that leftist Discord server probably isn't trustworthy. Now, I love this. Okay, it says, we know that you doxed Dapperton. More than that. Now, he didn't dox me. Anarchy Ball doxed me. But it's funny, Operation Anarchism tried to take credit for it, and plus, more than that, when my car was just keyed. So it sounds like more than that. Sounds like he keyed my car. So I always thought that he was taking credit for both. But you know what? According to Filthy Heretic, this evidence is fake and doesn't count. And he wasn't trying to take credit for my doxing. Even though Filthy himself also stated in the video that this was real. This screen cap was real, and more than that, was talking about how he was going to make a documentary on me. So Filthy Heretic and Esoteric Entity are lying to their audience. It's freaking real. They know it's real.
Let's not also forget that Blue apparently took credit for doxing Daps. More than that, was referring to how Blue was trying to create a documentary taking down Daps.
So, you said when he said more than that, he meant, so obviously you're saying that this more than that image is real. And if that's true, that means he tried taking credit for my doxing. We know that you doxed Dapperton, more than that. That's him taking credit for my doxing. You know it. He did challenge me on ruining him. How about we dox him? It will take me a few weeks, but I could do it. Fun if we found his real name and address and released it online. How about that? Now they're saying that, oh, 2030 said that. 2030 is Operation Anarchism's other account. He had 2 Google accounts in that server. The reason why he did that was because he liked to leave the lobby. That way he could spy on other people with his other account and listen to what they're saying. But not only that, I was an eyewitness on that server for 2 weeks, and I was being a spy, and I listened to everything he said. And yes, he was Operation Anarchism. 2030 was Operation Anarchism. I have a good reputation of not lying. I didn't lie. What would be my point? I got banned by Blue for being a spy, and he kept threatening Daps and his family. So there you go, another eyewitness. 2 eyewitnesses versus somebody that's untrustworthy and somebody that's known to fake evidence. Who are you going to trust? Oh yeah, and remember this screenshot? The one that he said that is real because Blue actually meant he was talking about a documentary? Well, not only did he say it was real, he also said it was fake. He said Twist isn't trustworthy. So we should throw the evidence out. Isn't that hilarious? Because that's what I said we should do with Blue. I said Blue isn't trustworthy, so you should throw away all the evidence that you get from the leftist Discord server. Right? Right? So when I say Blue isn't trustworthy and we should throw the evidence out, they say that makes no sense. But when they say Twist says something, and then they say we should throw the evidence out because he's not trustworthy. What hypocrites? Why does it work for Twist but doesn't work for Blue? Why? Now, to prove that they go for flimsy evidence, me and Democratic Socialist faked some screenshots to see if they would actually bite this freaking phony-ass evidence, seeing if they would actually believe it to be true. And guess what? They did. And then they started spreading it around like it was real. See? These guys will believe any evidence. Look at this. The transaction happened in less than 2 minutes. See, these guys are stupid and gullible. Any fake evidence that freaking untrustworthy Blue will drop, they'll fucking eat up. And from that flimsy ass evidence, that they pulled this. They said that they were spreading the rumor that I sold ESO's information to Democratic Socialist 01. Nowhere did that screen cap say that, but they jumped to that conclusion from that fucking screen cap, from that fake ass screen cap. What the fuck? These guys are a joke. Okay, so ESO's video that we're gonna watch a very small portion of it because I'm debunking everything he said in the video right now. That way we don't have to sit through 50 minutes of fucking reply. But anyways, the video is 50 minutes long, and a good portion of it, a freaking healthy portion of it, is him saying that I'm untrustworthy because I worked with commies. I worked with commies to make a joke. A joke at Filthy and Esoteric Entities' expense. They freaking totally aligned themselves with the commie Operation Anarchism. That's how this all started. It's because they aligned themselves with the commie who did terrible things to me personally and is a terrible person. So the thing that he's saying I'm guilty of is the same thing they're guilty of. But them to a larger degree. A way larger degree. I made a joke with the commie. Yeah, I'm totally siding with the commies because I made a joke with the commie. Yeah, these guys are freaking dead set and ruining their friendships over keeping a friendship with the commie. And they're saying that I'm friends with the commie. No, they are. They're saying all my evidence doesn't matter because I align myself with the commie to make a joke. So does that make my accusation right, that we should throw out all of Blue's evidence because he's an untrustworthy commie? Well, you tell me, Eso. Because if the answer is no, you're a hypocrite, which we already know you are. I think I proved my point that these guys are lying jackasses, but let's continue and watch their video.
Stabbed everyone involved in the back by working with the people who we have evidence against and trying to defame everyone involved in exposing them. Simply because he and one of the people involved in our group named Blue, or Operation Anarchism as he's better known, have a troubled history, most of which consists of Blue being a douchebag to Mr. Dapperton, but Mr. Dapperton alleging that Blue has been involved in some sketchy behavior himself, accusing Blue of attempting to solicit Mr. Dapperton's docs and—
Nope, I said he tried to dox me, not did. And in my last video talking about this, I proved without a shadow of a doubt, and I showed video evidence of me saying that he tried to dox me and that he didn't dox me. Anarchy Ball did. But you saw that video and you're ignoring the evidence that I showed you. Why? To lie to your audience.
others, keying his car.
Never said he keyed my car. Said he tried to take credit for it. Another lie.
Falsely flagging his content and creating quote-unquote fake legal documents to intimidate people. All of which are claims which Operation Anarchism disputes, and Mr. Dapperton has little to no evidence to support.
I showed 10 minutes of fucking evidence just now, so suck a dick.
And naturally, the ANCAP community is less than pleased to have Dapperton stabbing his friends in the back and siding with the same group who he constantly trashes, who constantly trashes him and all of them, when all they tried to do was help him expose the people who he's also against and who his audience is against.
Hey, we got some flimsy evidence that somebody tried to false flag your channel recently, so we're going to align ourselves with somebody that for sure false flagged your channel in the past. Also, threaten your family by suing you, pretended to be a lawyer on Discord server, and tried taking credit for your docs, and tried taking credit for your car being keyed. Yeah, he's totally honest. We should totally trust him about this whole Discord server thing.
Dapperton, nobody is upset with you because you didn't want to take a side. People are upset with you because you blatantly betrayed your friends by allying with leftists that would gladly throw you in a gulag if they ever took power.
Again, this all started because you allied with a communist who is a fucking piece of shit. So, don't say that, hey, Dapperton's untrustworthy because he allied with communists when you're allied with a communist. All I did was make a joke with the communist. That's not as bad as actually allying with the communists, which is what you did. Oh, and he followed through with his promise, by the way. He did false flag my channel. Here's the proof for that.
But you just admitted a minute ago that Batco and his crew false flagged your video the same way that Blue did. But for some reason you have absolutely no problem with taking their side.
Wait, I never fucking admitted Batco fucking flagged my channel? What the fuck? That's something that you guys asserted with no evidence. I don't believe it.
And you have no evidence for. You didn't even start talking about Filthy Heretic's DMs until 5 minutes and 50 seconds into the video, and when you did, you only presented 6 screenshots of the entire conversation coming from various different areas, all out of context.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just waiting for you to prove that. I mean, I could sit here and for an hour, sit here and compare the two, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste your time. You show me the evidence. You make a video, please. Show me how I made those out of context, because nothing was out of context. It was our conversation that day from beginning to end. There was nothing out of context, nothing misplaced, nothing out of order. I am tired of you making fucking claims that are not true and backing them up with no evidence. It pisses me the fuck off.
Filthy Heretic, on the other hand, screenshotted the entire conversation in order, while Mr. Dapperton removed this video once people started picking apart the inconsistencies.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, because all of your videos have been really, really highly regarded because of their high authenticity. No, I told you in the last video, which you know, you're ignoring it. The video you're literally responded to has me saying within the video that I enlisted the videos for a lot of reasons. One, Blue is known to false flag my channel. Okay, if I had 3 videos up, which I did, all I needed was 2 strikes for my channel to be terminated. All I needed was 2 false strikes from him. No, I'm not going to fucking do that. And secondly, I explained the context of every video I do. So it ended up being like 3 of the same video. And considering that they were all close to the same video, and the most recent one was the best because it was the most up-to-date, I figured I would just unlist the other ones. But you know this because I told you this in the very video that you're replying to that you're ignoring right now to lie to your audience again.
Which, by the way, we'll get back to that later on because it's important. Look in the description for a full collection of all the screenshots of the conversation between Filthy Heretic and Mr. Dapperton.
All the DMs that we're actually arguing, I showed. I didn't show the irrelevant ones where we were just talking normally.
What about you claiming that Filthy Heretic has no evidence immediately after sending you evidence, then claiming the reason you don't believe the evidence is simply because Operation Anarchism happened to be involved? That's not small talk, and it's incredibly relevant to the context of your conversation, yet you omitted it.
Okay, first off, you guys denied Twist's evidence because it was irrelevant, because he wasn't trustworthy, because he's a commie. So shut the fuck up. Okay, that video I made was about the recent drama. It wasn't Filthy Heretic, all of our private DMs that we ever had, the movie. I just showed the recent drama that we had, okay, of us arguing. What you just showed was something completely irrelevant, was 6 days, literally 6 days prior. 6 days prior. See how that's irrelevant? That is irrelevant to our, and it was a peaceful conversation me and Filthy had. Remember what I said? All the DMs that we're actually arguing, I showed. I didn't show the irrelevant ones where we were just talking normally. No one wants to hear a peaceful conversation that me and Filthy had. People want to see me and him argue because that's what the video is about. I try to keep my videos about one topic, dude. And I had 12 minutes of evidence to show, and I showed it all, and that wasn't good enough for you. Let me ask you, Eso, when have you ever showed evidence? Or ever showed freaking 12 minutes of evidence, in fact? It just pisses me off where a video where it's 17 minutes long and I show 17 minutes of evidence, straight up evidence. And he's going to sit there and say that I showed no fucking evidence. And lie and say that it's out of context and out of order simply because I didn't show something 6 days before that was irrelevant. Hey, Mr. Dapperton, I found out who freaking mass flagged your channel, and we're going to take him down. I got flimsy evidence to support it. Oh, by the way, let's team up with the guy who freaking really did false flag your channel.
Mr. Dapperton has a history with Blue, mainly that Mr. Dapperton and Blue don't get along very well. Mr. Dapperton thinks that Blue doxed him based on an out-of-context screenshot given to him by Twist, of all people.
Out of context? Okay, here's the full context. Oh, he deleted the message.
Isn't it strange how the screenshot didn't exist until just now, despite this drama between him and Blue having gone back several years now, and how arbitrarily it just so happens to pop up and expand upon an inconsistency in Dapperton's narrative, which if he just mentioned the whole context to begin with, he would have saved himself the trouble?
Dude, this shit happened 2 years ago. Okay, the mess, all the images that I have were absolutely buried in my computer because of all the freaking videos I make. Also, on my computer, there was a hard drive crash, so there was no way in hell I was ever gonna find it. But Backco released a video showing the evidence, so I screen capped it from Backco. Again, I've seen the evidence before. That screen cap I've seen before, so I knew it was legit. And I knew it was on my Discord server. Now, when I shared it, it didn't even occur to me that it could have been out of context, so I should have provided more. When you pointed out that it could use more context, I remembered that on my Discord server, people have sent me messages of that fucking picture in full context. So I figured I would go on Discord server and bring it up. I can't believe you're accusing me of faking that fucking screenshot. Go fuck yourself.
Notice the person whose account the screenshot came from was a commie from the Lefty Pole crowd, aka the crowd of people who Dapperton just started working with, who are known to lie, fabricate evidence, and are currently in the direct spotlight right now because we have evidence against them and some of the bigger YouTubers in their circles.
So you're claiming we should throw out the evidence because the commie is untrustworthy. Well, who else is allied with a commie who is untrustworthy, who fakes evidence? Oh yeah, you! That's what started all this, you fucking...
Notice how the page isn't even scrolled down to see the full conversation.
I can see the full conversation. What the fuck are you talking about? What did you want me to show 5 screenshots just so you know for sure you got the fucking context? Jesus Christ, Eso. This is more evidence than you've ever shown in your goddamn life, you fucking pathetic fucker.
Hell, even if this screenshot was legitimate, you wouldn't see the full page and you wouldn't have been able to tell if he deleted it or not because it was hidden by the chat bar. He claims that Blue doxed him, and
you keep saying that I said that Blue doxed me. Okay, if that's true, then why don't you show it? You made like 3 videos on this. Why haven't you shown me saying that I got doxed by Blue? Because I never said that. All I said was that he tried to dox me, and he tried to take credit for it. Why did I bring this up? Because that means he's untrustworthy.
Admits Blue never did, changes his story, and claims 2030 is a second account of Blue's with no evidence. Then suddenly, when people start pointing out all of his inconsistencies, after years of this drama existing, suddenly this screenshot appears. Does that seem pretty fishy? Because it looks pretty fucking fishy to me.
God damn it, you're gonna make me go into my Discord server and point out that this fucking image is old as fuck. Fuck, I'll do it. Here's me talking to Blue about the very same fucking image. Look at that, a year ago. Huh, looks like I just made it up, right? I just made it up, Esoteric Entity! I just made it up! I'm a screenshot fucking manipulating machine! Go fuck yourself.
Since it appears this was an inspect element edit, I can't disprove it because there's no way to color correct it on Photoshop. However, let's think about this logically. Which party has shown itself to be the most dishonest and the least consistent? Dapperton and the Lefty Pole crowd. Hell, Dapperton can't even keep his story straight about what Blue supposedly did to him. Dapperton has demonstrated that he's willing to lie and manipulate his audience, working with the people who he's supposedly against, who are also known to lie and manipulate their audiences by manufacturing screenshots.
What I did, made a joke with a supposedly untrustworthy commie. What Eso did a serious alignment with the commie. Not just a joke, but a serious alignment. But who also false flagged my channel, forges evidence, hacks people, or lies about it. So he's either a doxer and a hacker, or he's a liar. And no, I'm not saying he doxed me. I'm saying he claimed to dox me. And he claimed to dox others. So either he's a liar or a doxer. Pick one. Sounds like what he's doing is worse.
So, I'll ask again, what seems more likely? The screenshot is out of context or possibly never even existed to begin with and Dapperton and the commies are lying once again, or the screenshot is genuine even with all the strange circumstances surrounding it, and the sources who are known to fabricate evidence producing it happen to be honest this one time. And Blue is also acting out of character since he's admitted to doing things like hacking into Vegan Anarchist's laptop and brags about it. You know, he doesn't really give a shit what people think of him and doesn't lie about stuff, yet all of a sudden he's gonna lie about something when he's told the truth willingly about doing things which are arguably worse before.
This is so awesome. Okay, so no, he actually went back on that. He said that he never hacked Vegan Anarchist and that audio that I showed at the end of the video was faked. He says that was fake too. So you admit that it's real, but he says it's fake. So you guys need to work this out. But seriously, right now, you just proved that he never admits it when he's in the wrong. Ever. Also, the recording you played in the end doesn't even sound like me. Who are you trying to frame? See? See, he's saying that he didn't hack Vegan Anarchist. In that video, he admits to fucking hacking Vegan Anarchist. But here in this comment, he denies it. See, he doesn't take credit for the shit he's done. Now, I know Operation's going to try to fucking delete this comment, so I took video footage.
Perfect. Selected a target. A good one, in fact.
You know, one time, you want to know something funny? I already did it to vegan once. Ask vegan, hey Shepard, ask vegan the last time his computer was so fucked that he had to bring it to the shop to fix it, and then ask him if he knew how that happened, and then ask him how close it was to the time that he fucked with me the last time. If you ask vegan when's the last time his computer broke, and if you ask him how close it was to the fight that me and him had, he'll tell you, and then you'll realize that I've already done it.
And I never claimed that he freaking doxed me.
Yes you did. You not only accused Blue of doxing you in one of your messages to Filthy Heretic, but...
Of course I'm going to insert myself into it, you stupid asshole. You continue to side with the guy who tried doxing my family, you stupid asshole. Tried isn't doxing somebody. Trying to dox somebody and doxing somebody is totally different things. This is how stupid ESO is!
But you also said that he did numerous times in your now unlisted first response to Filthy Heretic.
Also, he's a freaking known doxer. He doxes anybody who disagrees with him. He tried doxing me, which I'll get into later. Did I say he doxed me? No, I said he tried doxing me. My point is that he's a fucking piece of shit. He's himself a doxer. Here's the pictures that I took 2 years ago that he's saying that are now fake. But this is him 2 years ago talking about doxing me. He did challenge me on ruining him. How about we dox him? It will take me a few weeks, but I could do it. Funny if I found his real name and address and released it online. How about that?
Why the fuck you lying?
I stated that he tried to take credit for my doxing.
Why you always lying?
God, you really just hope your audience is stupid, don't you? I've said in the last video and the video before that he tried doxing me. In all my videos, I said he tried doxing me. The point is that he's a piece of shit. And I also pointed out that he tried taking credit for my doxing. Which proves that he's a liar. Which means he's not trustworthy of an evidence dump. But saying somebody tried to dox me isn't saying they doxed me, you fucking moron! How do you not know that? He tried to dox me. In fact, I even say Anarchy Ball doxed me 5 days earlier, so you're a liar. Also, he's a freaking known doxer. He doxes anybody who disagrees with him. He tried doxing me, which I'll get into later. Then, later, after Anarchy Ball released my name, which people found my address and all that sort of crap, he tried to take credit for it. He tried to take credit for my doxing. So this is 5 days prior to that screen cap. The screen cap where I admit he doesn't dox me.
Then how come 3 days after you're back to claiming that he did dox you again? Good fucking God, dude. Get your fucking story straight. You've contradicted yourself like 5 times so far.
What are you fucking talking about? You show no evidence of me fucking saying that he doxed me. All I said was that he tried doxing me. That's not evidence of me saying that he doxed me. Well, when are you going to show the evidence? Again, this motherfucker never shows evidence.
And keep in mind that this is supposed to be him justifying himself for why he not only rejected our evidence that we presented him, but siding with the people against us who are known liars, who he pretends to be against himself, and who the evidence is exposing. In other words, stabbing us in the back. So far, all he's done is provably lied multiple times and provided logically nonsensical excuses for his behavior, and deflected by lobbing egotistical insults at anyone who opposes him.
Hey, Mr. Dapperton, you're irrelevant. No, I'm not. In fact, I'm actually pretty relevant. In fact, you're the only reason why you have subscribers is because of me. Egotistical! Me defending myself from your accusation is self-defense. It isn't egotistical. I just said in this video 5 days before, and I always said that he tried to take credit for my doxing. Nothing more. I never once said that he doxed me. I said he's doxed people in the past, which is true, but I never said he doxed me. I said he attempted to dox me on his server.
You did it again! You just changed your fucking story again! Oh my god, dude, just give it up.
This dude probably doesn't even know the difference between murder and attempted murder. Okay, he attempted to dox me. He didn't dox me. How is this hard for you to comprehend? I mean, I am done, guys. I have to stop the video here for my own health. These guys are fucking imbeciles, as I have proven. And they say anything relevant from here on out anyways. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Oh, check out the links in the description box.